Mahuti. Man translation, bridge the gap. Communication so real, no cap. A different language for woman and man. Decode the language and you'll understand. Nah, it'll help you out. Rest assured, women have no doubt. Pillow talk, dinner talk. Give you the info to walk. Now, sometimes it's a foreign language. Now know what's up. Don't mistake it. This'll help you every situation. Empower yourself. It's liberating, yeah. Communication, don't need no speculation. Just get that clarification, then reconciliation. Man translation, yeah. Man translation, yeah.
Welcome to the Man Translation Show, where we talk about cutting edge topics that help build the quality of your life. We help to bridge the gap between men and women in the area of communication, because men and women, we think differently. Our perceptions are different. Not meaning it's a bad thing, just meaning that it's a different thing. And so every week we come here and sometimes we talk about current events. I think we do, all kinds of awarenesses and just kind of bring you quality information and cutting edge. Okay? A lot of stuff you hear here on this show, you're not going to hear anywhere else. So, and I am Sky C, the entrepreneur and the producer. This is Dante V, who happens to be also my son, who is the communication and relationship strategist. Tonight's show is one of the questions that I get all the time. I get this question at least once a week. I answer the question all of the time. Why are you single? I'm not even understanding why it's a question, Dante.
Because people are often in disbelief. For me, it was, I know you're not single. I know you got somebody. I know your inbox is just filled with it. Like, it's not. Like, people can't believe certain things.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It is disbelief. It's disbelief, and I don't understand why it's disbelief. I really don't. That just really gets me that, it just really, it bothers me too, because I just hate the fact that people don't like themselves enough to be by themselves. They just don't. They just have to have somebody, in their company at all times. To me, it's very telling. It tells me that your confidence level is low. It tells me that your self-esteem level is low. And it also tells me that you would rather for somebody to spend time with you than you spend time with you.
Man, spending time with me is a gift, and I love it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so it is just amazing how society has influenced all of these things that we think is normal that's not really normal.
Because people allow themselves to believe that it's actually the norm or it's okay because it makes them feel better.
It's like, and it's also like, when I talk to men and they ask me, well, first of all, men are very slick can you hear me?
Okay.
Oh, because you was tapping your ear.
No, I was trying to turn it up.
Men are very slick. Some of them won't come out and ask you, are you single? They'll say, oh, I know your husband. Oh, I know your boyfriend.
One, people do that because it's not just men. Women do it. Granted, I think women have a slicker way about it. Well, if you want to run that past your girlfriend or your wife, whatever, just get back to them and let me know. It's like, you can just ask.
Right, and then you'll be like, "Oh, I don't have a boyfriend. Oh, I don't have a husband."
No, not me. Because whatever you assume is exactly what I'm allowing you to assume. All right, I get back with you.
Yeah, I'm just like, it's so. I'm just like so many things in society that just really I find so tragic. Because I just understand that you can't really have a healthy relationship with anybody else until you have a healthy relationship with yourself. So I did not keep track of all the reasons I'm single. I didn't keep track of it. But I would have to say the number one reason I am single is because I like my freedom.
Uh-huh.
People do not allow each other freedom in relationships.
Because insecurities kick in. And that past relationship
Insecurity.
comes back. It's like,
Yes.
well, they act, they move like this and that and the third. And God forbid if they have a girlfriend or guy friends that are on the side coaching them on certain things, allowing them to get in their head. It's like, yeah, I'm not like being with someone who's an actual individual is hard. It's difficult because they barely exist. People are carrying so much stuff with them from previous relationships where they got the girlfriends that ain't ish, the guy friends, the homies that ain't ish, and it's like, oh, she doing this, she doing that, and that gets in your head. Now here you come being all needy and clingy. I said it, needy and clingy.
Needy and clingy. And I think that's also a reason for the disbelief because men are so used to needy, clingy women. Now, you could be an entrepreneur, make your own money, have your own house, car, and everything else, and still be desperate for a man and still be desperate to be in a relationship. So all of that stuff don't make no difference. And so that's what it is. Men have not run across a woman who truly is healthy enough to be by herself, to enjoy your company, you enjoy each other's company, because this is what pisses me off is that you don't want me to be an individual. You want to control me. People in relationships, they just want to control. Well, where you going? Don't worry about where I'm going. Well, when you coming back? When I get back, that's when I'm coming back. When I get back. Okay?
I'm
So
gonna be where I'm at.
exactly. I'm gonna be where I'm at. So they're not used to somebody like that burns me up. Like, no, you want to control me. And you see people in these relationships with their insecurity and their baggage. The man can't go. I cannot stand the fact when people be in these, well, they're not even relationships. I don't even know what you call this crap. Codependency. They be stuck to each other like Siamese twins. They be all dressing alike. That is so corny. We are not Siamese twins. We're not fraternal twins. You was not in the womb. When I was in there, I was by myself. I ain't see you there. I'm telling you, and this is like my peeve. I just get so tired of people being in these miserable, codependent, toxic relationships and full of insecurity. And then when they meet you, they mad because I'm not checking on you. No, when you get to where you going, you ain't got to check in. This ain't no hotel. Just go where you
I mean, that's
going.
just
I see you when you
well,
get
that's
back.
not. I mean, I would say that's just a common courtesy. Let me know that you got there safe and everything's cool.
Whatever.
But I don't need to know your itinerary. Oh, well, we doing this and at this time, that at that time. Just let me know that you got there.
Your whole itinerary. The
Yeah,
man
I don't need
can't
that.
go nowhere. He can't go to the bathroom. He can't go out with his friends. The woman can't go nowhere. You trying to tell me how to dress? What like? No, I can't do it. I am single because I want to be single. Have no desire to be married. Have none whatsoever. My life is full. I don't have to have a man in my life to validate me. I'm a whole person. Don't nobody complete me. Don't nobody none of that. All of that crap that people be talking about. You complete me. I'm already complete. Nope. What a woman is supposed to do is accentuate, just
Uh-huh.
like your clothes. I wear things that accentuate. I don't wear earrings that overpower. My eyelashes don't look all the way out to here. Accentuate, accentuate, accentuate my beauty. Okay? I don't need to wear glow in the dark lipstick. I don't need to do none of that because why? Because you're looking for attention. All those things because You're insecure and you want attention. I don't need to wear tight clothes. I don't need to show my butt. I don't need to wear a bodycon. I don't need to do none of that. I don't need to do none of that. I'm so tired of people asking me why I'm single. Number one, I'm single because I want to be single. Number two, I'm single because I'm an individual. Number three, I'm single because I'm whole. Number four, I'm single because I'm not desperate. Number five, I'm single because I'm not thirsty. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on and on. I don't need to control anybody. I don't need to have anybody in my life that I need to control. I don't need to have nobody in my space 24/7, always worrying about where I'm going and what I'm doing and what time I'm getting back and why you wait. Like, what? And y'all think that's cute. It's not cute. Because when a man can control your clothes you wear and how you wear your hair and all that, he's going to be abusive. Because the moment you don't obey him, he's going to start whipping up on you. You know what I'm saying? So it is to me, it's a very double standard question. Men can be single all day long, have a bachelor's pad, have a cool job, or you making good money, have a cool whip. Boom, that's sexy. But let a woman be by herself and have all those things. Something got to be wrong with her. No. No, nothing is wrong with me. I just want to breathe.
Not to mention, when you're by yourself and you're discovering yourself, you're getting yourself together, you're not just going to willingly accept anything that comes your way. Like, when you become more in tune with you, when someone comes into your presence, you pick up on the bullshit. You gotta go.
I get tired of people acting like that marriage is the goal. Like marriage is the end all to the be all, that is the thing to aspire to do. Marriage is a choice. Marriage is a choice. There is nowhere in the Bible that says, and this is another thing. It trips me out how people want to get married but don't believe in God. That be tripping me out. God created marriage, not the devil. God created marriage. You don't believe in God, don't read the Bible, nothing. But you want to be married. Go sit down.
I'm gonna say this. I don't think marriage is the goal. I think staying married is the goal.
That ain't even the goal. You ain't gonna stay married. You're not gonna stay married.
That's the goal.
I have never seen so many unhappy, miserable people in these toxic, codependent relationships in my life. And to me, I feel like you're just mad because I'm free, and you're not.
Yeah.
I'm free. I don't have to answer to nobody. I don't have you. First of all, you're not my father. You're supposed to be my man. Why are you acting like my father? You're not my father. You don't get to tell me what to do. I'm so tired of these controlling relationships based in insecurities and desperateness. And then when somebody, they don't even know how to act when they meet somebody like me. Oh my God, I can't believe it. So you let the man out your sight? What? I'm not putting a low jack on him. If he say he going out and be with his friends, if he doing something he ain't supposed to do, it's going to come to the light. Trust me. I'm going to find out about it. I ain't going to have to go through your pockets. I'm not going to have to go on your social media. I'm not going to have to stoop down to those levels to find out what it is you're doing. Oh, the truth going to come to the light.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to be calling you. Nope, when you get there, no. If something happened, if you're in an accident, something happened, I'm going to find out about it. Somebody's going to call me. You got to check in with me. Like this is the Ramada Inn or something. This is the Sheraton.
No, that's just controlling. No, I'm not. I ain't gonna check with no goddamn body.
All of it.
No, I'm not doing all that.
Control. People are not in relationships because they love each other. They just want somebody to control because they don't feel good about themselves. They feel powerless and helpless unless they telling somebody what to do. Well, guess what? You don't get to tell me what to do. Okay? You do not get to tell me what to do. And I don't get to tell you what to do. You are an individual. You are a grown man. I am not your mama. Okay? I'm not your mama. Now, if you want to call your mama, you can. But I'm not your mama. I am not your mother. You do not have to check in with me. I will not be worried about you. You said you leaving, you coming back, fine. Because trust and respect is the foundation. If you don't have that, you don't have
People don't
anything.
understand that. People do not understand that, and I understand exactly what you mean. Not because I'm your son, but I get it because it's like, oh, well, you didn't call and check up on me today. Well, you're still here. I don't have, like, I'm busy. Like, I think the needy people lack understanding. I got stuff I got going on too. It's not like I went like days or without talking to you. It's like, I'm at work. I'm busy. I don't
Especially
like.
if he's
I'm
a
here.
highly successful man, he's busy.
Ugh,
He got things to do. You got things to do. We'll meet up. I'll see you at home eventually.
right.
Like,
No, it comes off. I was told it comes off as non-caring, and it's like if
right.
you feel that way, then okay, fine. Now, granted, I've been known for having a nonchalant attitude, um, but I also think that the people who said that try to put me in a situation where they're trying to actually manipulate me. You want me to react to a situation how you would react to a situation, but when I don't, then I don't care.
Because
Well, okay, fine.
most of the people that are single are not single by choice. So they
Oh
cannot
shit.
fathom in their mind. They cannot understand why would you make that choice? Why would you make the choice to be single? I make the choice to be single because my freedom is way more important than me being in a controlled and caged relationship
Right.
or a marriage, a loveless marriage. You know how many people that's married don't even sleep together? I'm like the number one problem in marriage. We don't sleep together no more. In the beginning, we slept together all the
You
time.
gotta
Now
get
that
down to
we're
the bottom
married,
of
we
that.
don't sleep together. It's a show, The Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. The man on there talking about he want to have sex twice a day. Boy, you better go get a horse or something. I don't know what you think this is. This ain't
Of
no.
course.
What you think this is? Mm-mm. Nope. And that's the
A
thing. Some
horse.
people just get married because they think that that's going to cure their loneliness because they're lonely. And
No,
then,
because
or they
no,
get,
no,
yeah,
because
no,
I think I think it's worse off when you're actually with someone and you're
it is.
still lonely. Yeah.
It is. So to me, the question is not why am I single? The question is why are you in a toxic, unloving, codependent relationship? That's the question. That's the question.
No, the question is why are you checking for me?
Hey, don't worry about it.
It's
I'm
this that's
fine.
it's my choice as to what I want to do, and there's
I'm
nothing
not
wrong
wrong.
with me because I choose to do it.
I get to come and go as I please. Then if they see you talking to somebody, oh God forbid, if they see you talking to somebody, oh my God, or the opposite sex, they just unravel themselves. Like I can talk to whoever I want to, just like you can talk to whoever you want to.
Hmm.
Yes. I am not coming into a relationship telling a man he can't have friends. Friends that he probably had since high school, friends that he could have had since college. Who are you to come and tell somebody who somebody's friends could be? If your relationship is that insecure and that if it's on shaky ground and don't have a foundation, the man can't talk to his friends, then y'all don't need to be together. I am not regulating somebody's friends. Now, if I see that, like if you introduce me to your friends and I see that one of them is shady, I'll probably be like, you know what, you need to watch out for him, cause yeah, he ain't. I know that's you think that's your friend, but yeah, you need to watch out for him. But picking your friends and telling you can't be with no. When I was married, I didn't care if my husband had female friends, because if you're gonna cheat, you're gonna cheat.
Exactly. And if I'm telling you what to do and or how to do it, just go
Yeah.
find a more convenient way to do what you
Yeah.
want to do. So go
I
ahead
had female
on.
friends.
It's
I had male friends. No, we wasn't swingers. I'm just an individual person. I just believe in being an individual. I'm a free spirit. I don't like to be caged in. I don't like to feel like I'm caged in. I like to be free. And if I can't be in a relationship and be an individual and be free, then I just would rather just stay single. Because I have full control of myself. full control. I have self control. Okay, I don't worry about it. Because you got some people that they're only abstaining because they just tired of being ran over and ran through. But you have some people that made the choice to abstain. You know what I'm saying? Because they really want to clean out their vessel from all of the men that they've collected in their soul over the years.
Yeah, them soul ties are no joke
So
at all.
so I just really get tired of the question. And then when you talk to the people that's asking you the question, and upon further examination, you'll find that they're
They,
in a relationship that they're unhappy in.
that's part that get me, which is like, why are you asking me this in the first place? You
Yeah.
got somebody. You literally have somebody. Why
Yeah.
are you checking for me? Why are you asking me this? Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Get out my
Because
face.
they not happy, they can't go nowhere, they can't do anything, they can't have no friends, they can't have no friends come over. Like it's the level of control in these relationships is unreal. It is unreal because that's the first sign of manipulation is isolation. When you're in a relationship with somebody don't want you to be around your family, you can't be around your friends. That's the first sign of manipulation and control.
Yep, they get rid of the people who know you and know
Mhm.
better for you. So
Yes.
they find any little problem with them, or she did it, she nagged too much, she this, and why you always calling your mama? Why you always calling her? Why you always it's like okay, like if you don't like the situation, you don't have to be here. You can go.
No, but people look at it as, oh, he really loved me. Oh, he's so protective over me. Oh, he's so jealous. Those are toxic, all toxic traits. And so, and not only that, a lot of times you really want to see hope in relationships. I don't really see any hope in none of these relationships. I just see people tolerating each other because they
Oh,
don't
that's the
want to
worst.
break up because they don't want to start over and find somebody else. And they don't want to get divorced because they've probably been divorced two times already. And this will be their third or fourth time because
Nah.
they've chosen the wrong people and they don't want to admit that they chose the wrong person again.
No, I chose the wrong person twice. Both times. Me. Right
So
here.
they
I'm not
just
gonna do a
stay in the
third.
relationship because
Not doing the
this
third.
is my choice and this is what I have to live with. But see the thing is that what you don't realize is that kills your that starts to kill you internally. Like you're dying. It starts to kill your hope. It starts to kill your faith, your destiny. You don't make goals for yourself. You become hopeless. You
Mhm.
feel powerless. What we talked about, we did suicide awareness. Those are all the things that cause you to commit suicide before the final act because you can't get out the situation. And it's like you've been in it so long. You guys like I might as well just stay. Nope. Mm-mm. And I understand you may have been in it for a long time, but you have a better chance if you go ahead on and make the right decision and get out of it and start doing the work on yourself.
Mhm.
And then you can start seeing some progress. And that's when you're going to attract the real person that you're supposed to be with. I have to go have this.
You won't just accept anything. You will
Yeah.
not. Because it's like you're putting so much work into you on yourself that you just like I work harder than what's being coming my way. Nah, I'm cool. No thank you. All right. No red flag. I'm good. I've
Plus,
seen
to
it.
me, why are you single is really a silly question. Why are you single means it's really asking you why are you whole, and I'm asking you why are you not whole? Because I
Yeah,
always say
no.
you can't have two until you first have one. So you can't have a relationship with a broken person, and that's what you got. All these broken people with all this baggage. They never work on themselves. They never think anything is wrong with them, and they just move on to the next person. To me, my destiny and my purpose and what I'm called on this earth to do is way more important. I have to be honest with me if I don't be honest with nobody else. And so, you know, while you lying to yourself, you're destroying not only your life but somebody else's life, and then you bring your children in the picture and you messing up their life. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so the question is not why am I single. The question now then becomes why are you not?
That's a question people are not going to answer because they don't want to answer for themselves. Basically, they're in this relationship. They don't see happiness. They're upset. They got the whole ball and chain thing, and then they hear from your delightful self come along, happy.
And then when
And
you
they,
come around, they try to act like they all happy and they got it all together. You're a pretender. You're an imposter. You're phony. You're a hypocrite. You're fake. You're a fraud. So don't keep asking me about why I'm single because to me, single means whole. Single don't mean broken. I'm not broken. Okay? I am not broken. I am a fully individual person. And I don't need anybody to validate me. I don't need anybody to approve me. Nothing. I don't need anything external outside of myself. Nothing. My children don't validate me. My education, my business, none of my accomplishments. Okay? Only the one who created me can validate me. That's it. And when you can get to that place, then you've accomplished something.
yeah, people's opinions don't matter at that point.
But while you in a relationship and you all on social media, why did you like that person's comment? Because I like the comment. I like that. I liked it. That's why. I liked it. That's why. Didn't you see that I liked it? A whole argument gonna go on for 3 months because you made a comment and I liked it. You got to be kidding
I've
me.
actually walked out of a relationship because of such. And the need ain't great. I have a platform. There are people on that platform. I have I'm pushing 5,000 friends. And it's like I do interact. I'm trying to interact with some of them. Sometimes the conversation thread might go a little long. Other times it won't. But why are you upset that I'm conversing with people that they left a comment? Granted, I'm not going to reach everybody because there's more of them than it is me. But I ain't got time for that.
It's
No.
ridiculous. The level of
Highly.
insecurity is unreal. It's unreal.
Dang it. Hold on.
You still there?
All right. Okay. All right.
The level of immaturity is unreal. You don't get to tell me what comments I can like or not like, or man. And I think that as adults, we have not really shown our children what a healthy relationship looks like.
No.
And it's not me checking and low jacking everything you're doing. It is about having a mature relationship. I'm comfortable with myself. You're comfortable with yourself. We enjoy each other's company. We accentuate each other. We complement each other. I bring something to the table that you necessarily may not bring to the table. It's an ebb and flow that goes with it. You know what I'm saying? When you go, I miss you when you're gone. You miss me. I don't have to go with you everywhere we go. Oh my God. I get so tired of these couples. When you see one, you see the other one. And she holding his hand for dear life. They dressed alike. If a woman come around, she got to throw both her legs all over him. Like somebody want him. Girl, you barely want him. I don't want him, ain't paying him no mind. Like in the scene with Waiting to Excel, when Whitney Houston's character came and it was all the women was all coupled up and she was the only single one, and she sat down, they had their nose all turned up to her, she just got up and left. The level of insecurity at that table was unreal. Like a single woman can't come and sit at a coupled up table without wanting your man? Like you gotta be kidding me. I do not want to partake. I do not want any parts of any of that. I do not. I don't. Men telling women what they can wear and all of that, child, you is not my father. You are not my father. You do not get to tell me what to do. Our relationship is made in the private. When we step out into the public, we are solid. We solid.
Supposed to be, yes.
Solid. If I see you across the room and you talking to a beautiful woman, I am not going to walk all over there. Who this? Who this woman is for? Who this is? No, because you're going to tell me about it later. Or I might already know who she is. I might already know her. You know what I mean? So it's time to foster healthy relationships. These toxic, codependent, immature, insecure, desperate, thirsty, I don't want no part of that. Y'all can have that. I need freedom. I need to be an individual. I need to be able to express myself. We go out in public, I can't say a word. You ever seen a couple like that? Don't want the woman to say nothing, or she don't want him to talk.
Yeah, like they start talking for each other, and just like I ask her a question, why are you answering? Or I ask him a question, why are you hopping?
Oh, because you're going to say something. They scared you're going to say something, or one of them skeletons going to fall out your mouth. Skeleton bones going to come tumbling out. Like, I'm just not with it. And I get tired of getting asked that question all the time. And then they be in a relationship they not happy in. They in the relationship, they've been married for 25 years. They sleep in separate rooms. You got to be kidding me. You worried about why I'm single?
Yeah, I don't have those issues. Don't have those problems.
Don't have those issues. Do not. I come and go as I please. When I make a decision, the only person I got to talk to about it is God. I ain't got to confer with nobody. I don't have to get permission from nobody. If I want to talk to you about it, I will. If I don't, I won't. I don't have to talk to you. And when I make a major decision, I have to go and talk to my husband. Well, brother, you better get on board. And so, those are the reasons why I really believe that it's meant for me to be single. Because if I was married, I would not be, I think it would be disrespectful. Because I wouldn't be talking to you about, like right now I'm working on a major project in my life. Do you think I'm going to sit down and talk to you about every little thing that I'm doing? No.
No. You're going to do it.
I'm going to do it. I'm not going to sit here and ask you, do you think it's... No. I'm not. I'm going to sit down and don't keep... If you see my door closed and it has a do not disturb, that means you too. That goes for you too. That means I'm working. Don't disturb me. When I come out, I'll be out. Don't knock on the door. Ask me when I'm coming out. Don't ask me how long I've been in and how long I'm going to be in. I'm in here and I'll be out when I get out. So I just don't think that's the right attitude to be married. So that's why I know it's meant for me to be single, because I gotta be free. I have got to be
but
free.
but it also comes down to knowing a person and knowing things about them, when they're interruptible, when they're not interruptible, things of that nature. So it's like
people don't take that into consideration, Dante. Have you paid attention? Are you listening to these people in these relationships? Are you hearing the unhappiness that's going on?
I am, and I understand everything you're saying, but part of me still has a little bit of hope.
I was watching what is it? The Housewives of Atlanta. Drew Sidora and her husband is on there, Ralph. Ralph is writing a book about being a step parent, and he didn't even tell her. He done signed a whole publishing deal. She's never even read the book. He wants her to do a forward on the book. What does come on? What does that tell you? This is something that he wants to do on his own. And it's probably something there he feels though you're not going to like. But if he feels like this is something that he does not want to share with you, you got to respect that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's the thing. It's like this unwritten rule that because we're together, I have to tell you everything. No, I don't. No,
Oh,
I do not.
I mean, communication does help, yes, but every little thing.
They want to know every little
Mm,
thing. Every little thing. I
it's the same getting reciprocated. Is that the type of relationship that we have? Uh,
I don't
I
know.
don't.
All I know is I can only examine my own self. I can only examine my own life. And based on how I feel about a lot of subject matters, it's best for me to be single. That's all I know.
Mm.
I can't be married. I don't want to be in a relationship because you don't really meet people that are mature. In order for you to be in a healthy relationship, it has to be two mature,
Mm.
whole people. It cannot be immature, broken, desperate, thirsty, insecure, low self esteem, no confidence having people. It just can't. It's not going to work. It is not. You have got to be secure within yourself. Your confidence has to be high. Your self esteem has to be high. And you have to know that the value that you bring to that relationship, he ain't going to find that nowhere else. He ain't going to find it nowhere else.
Yeah, but that's not no. They want reassurance. They want you to go back and you remember that I did this for you and that for you and
You did it because you wanted to, not because I asked you to. You did it because you wanted to. Like this relationship thing and this marriage thing is all screwed up. It is, and it's great to find somebody to do life with. That's great. But my thing is this: I don't have to marry you to do life with you. You don't have to
nah,
be.
they need to. They want that deal sealed. So yeah, nah.
So no, I get asked that question constantly all the time. Why are you single? I understand for some, a lot of them feel as though I'm intelligent and attractive and all that or whatever. But I just feel like the question is now, why are you not single? Why are you not whole? Why have you attached your life to somebody else's life, knowing that you got issues that you ain't even begun to deal with?
Hmm.
You just
Because
drag that crap into somebody else's life, and now you
because
passing it down to your children.
because it's the art of not dealing with it because at this point you're dealing with someone else rather than dealing with yourself. So it's more so you're trying to get with this person with the idea of not dealing with you.
Well, then how we gonna have something? Because all of that stuff is gonna come between us, and we're gonna be arguing all the time. We're not gonna agree on anything. We're gonna become resentful and bitter towards each other. We're gonna be spitting poison and venom. Because I'm telling you, some of the stuff people be saying to each other, you be like, "What, girl? He said that." He would have came home and my half would have been gone. My clothes, I would have been gone. The stuff that people put up with is ridiculous. And so I'm really glad that I made the choice to be by myself. I'm glad that I've made that choice. And I think once you do make that choice and you start to work on yourself, you start to really like yourself. You start to get to know yourself, and you come to a place of contentment that you don't really want to be in a relationship. It's too encumbersome.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna take someone exceptionally for
Oh
that to
God, they're
also
gonna have to be
happen.
exceptional. They're gonna have to be so exceptional because you're exceptional. You're exceptional. See, a lot of women are single because they just tired of being done wrong. They just waiting for the good one to come along. See, that's not me. I'm content. If I don't ever get in a relationship or ever get married, I'm cool. I just don't think that unless he's mature and he's just like this silver fox. He comes on social media flexing and flaunting and got himself all baby all down, and it's like, bruh, look fade. That's all you have to offer is your silver beard. Is that all you have to offer? Like he'll never say nothing. He'll never say anything. He just all flicking baby oil down. He'll never had nothing to say. Hey girl, what's going on? He'll
Hey,
never have
Ozzy.
nothing to say. He just slick down and showing off his clothes and stuff. But looks fade. Like, what about your intelligence? Like, can you talk? Because you'll never say nothing. He'll never say nothing. He just come on there. So I put a comment and said, beauty fades, hashtag unfollow, bye-bye. Because I'm waiting for you to say something. When are you going to say something? Too busy being... Too busy being... Oh, I'm like, he ain't said not one sentence. I'm waiting for him to say one of these videos. He gonna say something. He ain't said nothing yet.
Nah, the moment he says something, he might mess that up. The voice might be all different, cracking and everything else.
Talking about how much money he made. He didn't really say. He just put like a list of things he liked to do, and one of them was eating coochie. And I just was like, she said that means communication skills lacking. I'm just like, some things, what did I say to him? I said, some things are not for human consumption. Some things are not for human consumption. Why would you say you eat coochie? All the coochie juice all in your beard? No. And then you're going to come try to kiss somebody. I can't do it. Y'all just pray for me. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I came to and this is the thing. I tell you, I talk to y'all, I share with y'all about my ex-fiance all the time. And I just found out that he turned out to be a terrible person. Because my daughter just met her siblings. She just met her siblings. They just had a reunion. And she found out from her sisters that, exactly, she found out from her sisters that he was a horrible dad. She said, let me see. She said, yes, he is too old, talking like that, lacking maturity. That's what I'm saying. You're going to put up there, eat coochie, make money and eat coochie. Okay. Unfollow. Whatever. I was like, nah. Because, see, you could get cancer of the throat going around eating all these different coochies. Anybody got time for all that? So I found out that and I mean, it's so crazy because I just remember him always saying that God told him I was his wife. Stop lying on God. Stop it. Just stop it. Stop lying on God. Now I come to find out, after I called off the wedding, he done lost his mind out here. His daughters are traumatized because he beat them as children. Men don't normally beat their daughters. They won't even spank their daughters. So my daughter was like, Mom, we dodged the bullet. And the reason I'm sharing that story is because it was him. It was my interaction with him that made me really look deep within myself, because I was like, I don't want to get married, and because people are making you seem like something is wrong with you, I'm like, well, let me examine why. And he's the reason that I came to the conclusion that it's not meant for me to be married. And it's not because I'm not the marrying type, because I am a wife. I am a wife. But I made the choice. When I prayed and I talked to God, he said marriage is a choice. It is not a destination. It's a choice. I don't have to be married if I don't want to be. I don't have to be. But we're raised to think that marriage is a destination. We are raised to think that marriage is a goal.
It's not.
It is not. It is a choice. And I choose not to. And I used to feel bad about being married young. Now I'm glad I did it and got it out the way. I did it, had the children, got them all out the way, and I get a chance to spend the rest of my life with me. And I can have friends, male friends and men that I travel with and all types of friends and stuff like that. I don't have to have you. We don't have to be Siamese twins. That gets on my nerves. When I see people in relationships, they got to be dressed alike. Is this high school? Are we going to the prom? Have you seen that, Dante? Now we can color.
No, absolutely.
I don't have a problem
absolutely.
with coordinating.
Y'all both walking around here with zoot suits and stuff. No, I'm good. Why are we doing this? What we wearing? No.
The more that I really examine it, the more that I realize that God is taking me to such a place of wholeness and uniqueness and individuality that I'm in a place of contentment. And it's not a place that everybody can go to. That's why they don't understand it. They don't understand it. They do not understand it. And and I just was like, I just can't do this again. Cause I gotta be free. And if I can't be in a relationship with you and be free, then I'd rather be by myself. I gotta be free. I can't have nobody low jacking me, all on my time. How long you gonna be this? Well, when you coming from that? Because you can hop on a plane and go to a meeting and be gone 3 days. But as soon as I hop on the plane and want to go for 4 days, well, when you coming back? I'm coming back when I get back. That's when I'm coming back.
That's my issue. That's my issue with the needy person. It's like, as long as you're there at their disposal, at their service,
right,
everything is fine. The moment you do something for you, oh, well, what about me? Or, you haven't talked to me, or, or if we're on the phone, it's like, well, you're not talking to me, or you're not doing this, or you're not doing that. Hang up. Like, that's my issue with the needy person. The clingy person, slightly tolerable, but more manageable than the needy person.
Go do a crossword puzzle or something. Go find something to do. Get on away from here. I can't do it. And it's just like, I just can't. I don't even know why. Even with my children, I was talking to somebody the other day. They was cracking up. They was like, "Oh, you're not a morning person?" I was like, "No, I just don't talk to humans until 10 o'clock. I don't talk to humans. I do not talk to humans until 10 o'clock. I'll say good morning to you, but having a full-fledged conversation, I don't talk to humans." Okay? I know they was like, well, who should be talking to then? I be talking to God. That's why I do.
That's not the first time I heard
first, then humans second. I talk to humans from 10 o'clock to 7 o'clock. After that, I don't talk to humans anymore. So if I'm in a relationship and I don't talk to humans until 10 o'clock, what my man gonna say? How my man gonna be like, what you mean you ain't talking to me? It's in the morning. And so I can't, with that type of, of feeling, you can't be in a relationship. Yeah, because that's not right. What you mean you ain't gonna talk to the man till 10? No.
Now, with that, I have to say, I've talked to different people, and they've all said something to the effect of they need that time to themselves to get themselves together. So it's not
even really to get yourself together. It's just that you have established a routine. You've established a routine. I get up at this time. I pray from this time. I read my Bible from that time. I do that from that time. So this is the time that I spend with God every day, every morning, whether you're here or not here. So the fact that you're here, you want me to change that because you're here? No. And the men don't do it. Men don't change their routine for women. Women will change their routine all around. Men don't change their routine. No, not unless they're really into you.
Thank you. Yes. That are you If we really like you, yes, the routine will be changed. But if we
Will be
don't really
changed.
see the purpose in doing such,
Boom. Ain't
we're
doing it.
not doing it.
Not doing it. They
No.
not gonna do it.
Mm-mm.
Men do not change. They will not. They will not change their routine. Women, they be changing their routine all around to accommodate the man. Men don't do that. And I'm
Mm-mm.
not doing it either. This is the time. This is my ritual. This is what I do every single day. And I'm not changing it for you. This is my time that I spend with God every day. Okay? Every day. Do not interrupt. And people, they don't understand that. They do not, they don't understand. They want you to change everything that you do, but then they not going to change. They're not even going to pencil nothing in
No.
at all. So, now, so I have a laundry list of reasons I'm single, but the number one reason is that I enjoy my freedom. I enjoy my freedom. I enjoy my individuality. I enjoy that, and I'm not compromising that. And if I have to give up my freedom to be in a relationship or to be married, it's just not going to happen. Because I see too many people that give up. You know, it's like we talked about. Suicide is a killing of self, but it's the final act. You can kill yourself every day. Kill your identity, kill your voice, muffle your voice. Women don't have voices, identities, or nothing else in a lot of these relationships because they're caged, they're not free. So you're gonna compromise your freedom to be with somebody? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't see the purpose of it.
Right.
I really don't. I don't really see the purpose of it. So therefore, I come to the conclusion that yes, I am single and I enjoy being single. I enjoy it immensely, and I've been single a long time. And I really resent the fact that because I'm attractive and intelligent, you feel like I have to be with somebody. Says who? Where they wrote that down at?
That's a huge misconception, honestly.
Because really, for real, the quickest way to get married is to be single. But a lot of these females, they're not single. Just because you were alone and by yourself don't mean you're single. Single means whole. Not desperate, not needy, not marry anybody that will ask you. Because I dodged the bullet with my ex-fiance. Honey, he was beating up his girlfriends, he was cheating, beating his children, and everything. And I would admonish any woman who knows her worth, don't marry a man just because he asked you. Do not. And he was mad. I don't care. And now my daughter is talking to her sisters, and they have daddy issues because of how he treated them as little kids.
Horrible.
And now my daughter is saying, because I just told her, look, I didn't even want her to even deal with the situation. She found her dad on her own because I already knew. You know what I'm saying? So, and it wasn't like he was a bad dude. This is a side of him that I didn't even know he had. I didn't even know he was like that. It's really heartbreaking to hear, you know, these girls talk to my daughter and tell them how bad that he treated them. You know what I mean? And so that's why it's important for you, like I said before, when you're single and you see things that other people don't see, when you don't have all that baggage, all that insecurities, all that junk, you see. You know what I mean? She said, now unless we go to deal with those issues that we're into, exactly, with that baggage. Exactly. They're going to enter into the relationships with that baggage.
Nope.
And it's a lot. And the thing that makes it worse is that my daughter was telling him, you need to make it right with your children. He got like 8 kids.
He's fertile, man. Man.
That's why she was gonna come on the show tonight and talking about. She wanted to talk about, the fact that men lack self control. We doomed. Like we are doomed. Like, and I just was like, oh my god, because like once I broke up after maybe like I don't know, after some years, let me see, 2002, like after some years, I moved away, so we kind of lost contact. So he wasn't really in her, my daughter's life, like that. I went on to do other things.
Right.
So my daughter will be 21 soon, in some months, and she's like, Mom, I was like, and she's really feeling it for her sisters. She said, "Child marriage cannot be entered into lightly and ended up in a relationship with someone who turned out to be a." What did she say? I ended up in a relationship with someone who turned out to be a. Girl. She said confession time. Wait a minute, Yvonne said. That's crazy. You know what? I always that just blows my mind right there. Like when you told me that, I still can't wrap my mind around that. That still's not registering for me. That still don't register at all, like for me. So I just want I just want them to take the time, and I want them to pray the prayer, and I just want them to just ask God to make them whole. Let that just be your prayer. God, just make me whole. And you're gonna see God gonna turn you into a person that you would have never dreamed or you would have never thought. And it is the most, when you talk about a metamorphosis and a transformation, it's just like, oh my God. And you're gonna love the person. That's the thing. You're gonna love yourself with a real healthy type of love, not a conceited love or arrogant love. You're just going to love the person that God makes. You know what I'm saying? If I decide to get married, I know that I will be an amazing wife. You know what I'm saying? Because I do bring such a wealth, because I am a wife. The piece of paper does not make you a wife. You have to already be a wife. The Bible says he who finds a wife. That means when he looks at you, he has to see a wife. So you have to already be a wife. And that within itself is a journey. Somebody saw that I was a wife at 15. They saw me as a wife. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like, and you also have to be careful with men who just, we did a show about the homosexuals and the hobo lovers.
Because right now it's that season. Because it's cold outside.
Cuffing season, yeah, it's cuffing season. She say me either. Yeah, like I don't even I can't even talk about that situation, Yvonne. I know that's your testimony and it's yours to share, but I don't even I can't even I just remember when I saw him for the first time. It's like when he walked in the door, I just saw this black cloud, that it was just black. Everything, his heart was black, like everything was black. And I just remember thinking, yeah, it's time for me to go. It's like, that's all I remember thinking. It's time for me to go. Because he came in the door, baby, and it was a black cloud. His heart was black. And I was just like, I don't even know what this thing is right here, but it's time for me and my child to go. And you just never know when God show you things. I say that to people, had to be careful not to just marry anyone. Yeah, you really do. Because if I would have married
him, with it.
If I would have married him, he probably would have been trying to abuse me and my child. Exactly. You know what I mean? So he was beating them girls. I think she said he beat one of them with a shoe, a boot. And they was like little girls. They wasn't teenagers. They was like little girls. How you gonna beat the little girl with the boot?
I would have never thought about. I would have never thought that. Never.
Yeah,
From him.
that's a powerful testimony. I remember just warning you, and after that I just left. I was like, deuces. So when we kind of hooked back up and you shared that story, I still ain't got too many words to say about that one. I don't even share that with nobody. I don't even tell nobody. I don't share you. I
And
let you
that's
share your own
exactly.
testimony. She said he came at a time I was very vulnerable, not paying attention to red flags and the black cow. Girl, and it was black. It was black, and it was black. But that's when they come. That's when they come. When
And
you're
and not
vulnerable.
only that is that when they come, they pick up on the stuff that's happening. They know when you're
Yeah.
vulnerable.
They know when you're
They
vulnerable.
know, and they gonna hop on
They know when you're vulnerable. They sure do. They know when you're vulnerable.
it. Because when
And
you're vulnerable, they gonna hit you with some sob story that make
yeah.
you because you're already in your feelings. Then you're gonna go with it.
She said exactly, and that's why I shared that. And you do need to share that. You do need to share that with a lot of women, and maybe you should come on the show and share it. Yes, you should come
Why
on the
she got it?
show and share it. Yeah, because nobody can tell your testimony the way you can tell it. You know, I don't even, you know, I don't even try to, I don't even try to share other people's testimonies because people got to share their own
Nah.
testimonies.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nobody can share your testimony like you can share your testimony, and that her testimony will really help a lot of people. Um, yeah, so that's good that you even shared it. But I just admonish women and men to allow themselves to be made whole. And when I say be made whole, that means that you confront your issues. That you confront your issues and anything that will hinder, your life, mess up your life, your purpose and destiny, and mess up somebody else's life, and mess up your children's life, because we
Mm-hmm.
passing all this stuff down. All this stuff is being passed down, to the next generation, and it really hurts my heart when I heard my daughter say that, and I was totally surprised that he turned out to even be that type of person. Because when you meet him, you be like, oh, he cool, but he was beating and cheating and had a girlfriend across the street, and
Beating and cheating. All
he
right.
was beating and cheating. He was beating and cheating. And I think that when him and I were like together, I think that I was at a place where I didn't want to make the same mistake that I did the first time, because when I got married the first time, I let people talk me into it. It really wasn't in me to do it, and I let people talk me into it, and it almost happened again. My pastor, him and my pastor, and the people in the church, and all of that, it almost happened again. But because I had spent time by myself
Mm-hmm.
in the presence of God, knowing who I am and what I want out of my life, I said no. I didn't care. Nobody didn't understand. What you mean no? And not only that, it was flags. And I saw the flags. It was flags. I remember he wanted to meet a friend of mine at the church. Every year we go to the conference or whatever and have an annual conference. I was like, cool, I introduce you. Come on, let's go. And a Pastor Reed wife was there, and she saw me with him, and she was like, call me. Like she was like doing all of this. She was like, you with him? And I was like, no, no, no. At the time we wasn't together yet. We were still just doing ministry. I was like, no, 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 no. You could tell she was like, call me. You could tell she knew something. And then when I was going for counseling, I called Pastor Cynthia, and we was on the phone, and she was asking me questions, and I could tell by the questions she was asking me that God was showing her something. So
Mm.
the flags was all there. Plus, he told on himself. He told on himself. So I was just really, and I just simply, I didn't even pray no long prayer. I just said, God, show me who this man is. That's all I said. So and then God just started showing me who he was. And I just was like, you know what? I got to stay true to myself. In my heart of hearts, in the essence of who I am, I do not want to marry this man. And I am not going to marry this man. We done went and picked out rings. We in the process of getting venues and got about to spend a whole lot of money. I went to the pastor and I said, I'm not marrying him. I cannot. Matter of fact, he don't even know that I told the pastor before I told him.
Huh.
I cannot marry this man. I am not going to marry this man. And so you got to stay true to yourself. But you can't stay true to yourself if you don't know you. So the question is not why are you single? The question is why are you not? Why are you still broken? Why do you still have daddy issues? Why do you still have mommy issues? Why are you still desperate? Why are you still clingy? Why do you still have a spirit of lust? Why? You need to be asking yourself all the hard questions and going through the process of healing. That's what it means to be single, to be whole, to be fully integrated. To be as integrated as you possibly can be so that you can stay true to yourself. And if that means you got to stay by yourself for the rest of your life, you content with it. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. So that's the answer. So now when somebody asks me why I'm single, I'm going to tell them, go to my YouTube channel. There's your answer. Because I'm tired. Why are you not single with your broken, thirsty self? Close us out, Dante.
I mean, you kind of did, but all right. When it comes to being single, one, it's really not that hard. I think the biggest thing for some people is you have to now deal with you rather than find someone to fill that slot so you don't have to do so. Like other people, you bring other people in and they're really more so a distraction when it's really you. Deal with you before you start dealing with other people. Because broken people break other people too, or at least they try to. Until you get the right one that's going to put you in your place. It's not going to be a good look for you. So stop playing the victim. Fix yourself. Get yourself together. Then at that point, if you feel as though you want to have someone in your life because you want them there, not need them, then go ahead on and pursue. But deal with you first, because that's gonna be the hardest process you're gonna ever have to deal with. Is you. Truthfully. That's it.
That's the show. Thank you guys for coming. Like and share. Like and share. Like
Take a moment now.